And welcome back to Behind the Crest here at Crow's Nest Restaurant in Green Hills. And I am interviewing with the soccer team for the boys. So, what's your name, good man?
My name's Christian Smith.
All right, Christian. Thanks for being here tonight, man.
Thank you.
All right, so what have y'all have done to prepare for this season? What are your goals for this season?
The goal for the season is obviously to win state, and so far we've been working on getting fit and learning the way that we're going to play this year.
Excellent. So, what are your y'all's goals for this season? Regards of winning a what have y'all done to prepare for this season? That's what I should say. Yeah.
Preparing, running, passing drills, lots and lots of passing drills.
Nice. All right. So, who do you think is your biggest rivalry this season?
Probably NBA.
Montgomery Bell. All right. So obviously with you being a senior here and obviously all that, what is your advice for the future players here at Father Ryan for boys soccer?
Do fitness before the season starts.
Right, there you go. There you go. All right, so obviously with you, like I said earlier, being a senior, what is the legacy you want to leave behind here for Father Ryan?
Hopefully this year to come away with a state ring and be this team that wins state for 2019.
Nice. There you go, man. All right. Well, thank you so much, Christian.
Thank you.
All right. Come next. We got Matthew. Obviously, the boys soccer team has worked very hard this year to work hard and obviously bring home a state title for the boys and especially for the seniors before they walk out on this campus. All right. Go ahead. Go on in, man.
Hey.
All right, hi. What's up, Matthew? How you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
All right, doing good. All right, so I'm gonna ask some of the same question I asked Christian. What are y'all's goals for this season?
Obviously, win state. Finish first in our region and get the best seed for state.
Nice. All right, what have y'all done to prepare for this season?
Fitness. Just keep working on fitness.
Nice. All right. Who would you say would be your biggest rival for this season?
For me,
yes,
it would be Macaulay. I've never beaten them personally, and so I want to do that this year.
All right, man. Another part is obviously with you, obviously being a senior and all that. What is the legacy you want to leave behind for Father Ryan? What is the other legacy?
Just a winning team. Just win state. We haven't won state in a few years, so just gotta win state.
And what would your advice be for younger players players like freshmen, sophomore, and juniors? What do you think is your advice to them?
Run during the off season, train during the off season, so you're in shape and you have the technical skills going into the season.
All right. Well, Matthew, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Obviously, Matthew is dying to win a state championship trophy this season. Up next, we have Coach Kent, who is the head coach of the boys soccer team. Coach, how you doing tonight?
I'm well, thank you.
All right, so I got a few questions to ask you. What are y'all's goals for this season?
Our goals for this season are to have a successful season, and in order to have a successful season, you got to have a team that bonds, that comes together. So that would be a goal, is that we as a team, aren't a bunch of individuals just trying to reach a certain point, but that we all come together and support each other, and through supporting each other, that will bring the success that we're looking for.
What have y'all done to prepare for this season, regards to conditioning and all of that?
Well, obviously we've done our preseason, we've done our homework before. A lot of these guys that you'll see also play outside of school, which prepares them for the school season. And now that we're in the school season, we felt like that helps us out tremendously. We've had a good preseason starting in January all the way to the middle of February. So having done all that, we feel we're ready to go.
Who would you say would be your biggest rivalry for this season?
That's not an easy question to answer because we have local rivalries and then we have state rivalries as well. Obviously, locally, we've got our sister school down up north here at St. JP2. Locally, we've got MBA. And then a team that we keep stumbling on here in the past couple of years is Macaulay from Chattanooga. That would be a successful season if we could get past all three of those.
I want it to be a successful season, not only for you, but also for the guys on your team too.
Well, thank you.
So obviously, you got seniors on your team. You got Matthew, Christian here. What? Obviously, I told them like their legacy, but what would your legacy be for them?
Well, first of all, those seniors are going to be a big part of this year's team.
Absolutely.
Because they're the ones that have been around. They know the system. They know the other teams that we play. So the legacy for them would be just to continue what other teams, other seniors have done before them, and then establish their own identity along the way as well. But I don't know if we'll find a better group of seniors than what we have this year. Because you can see they're all pretty tight to begin with, which is a great step in the right direction, and they're all very good players.
So obviously, I asked them like the advice for like underclassmen players. Like for example, you have like freshmen, like other freshmen, like sophomores and juniors. What would your advice be to the underclassmen for the future for Father Ryan boys soccer?
Well, my immediately right now it would be to look to this senior class. And learn from this senior class. Because as you'll see in this senior class, it's not just on the field. You'll see it's also in the classroom. I can probably look at all these guys, and I typically don't have to worry about checking their grades, even though I do that every so often. But, on the field, off the field, that's where they need to look and see what things are going to be like or what they need to be doing in order to get to that level. And then also, they need to be taking care of all the other stuff, as far as playing, keeping their development going, because that's the thing. If they just stagnate from when they were freshmen and don't get better, then that's not going to help us out. They got to get better. They got to keep developing along the way as well.
All right, well, Coach, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
And then coming up next, we will have Alex, who will have the closing announcements.